Hello guys, Harry here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you are well. In this video, let's check out this military style watch from Citizen. Now, before we commence with the review, if you like this channel and like my videos, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and leave a comment. I've got the hang tag here. I'll quickly show you the reference number. So BM6835-23E is the reference number for this watch. Caliber E111, that's the Eco Drive movement used in this watch by Citizen. That's Citizen's own movement in Caliber. We'll talk about the movement a bit later on in the video in detail. Talking about the price, the retail price for this watch in Australia is $350. I paid $139 for this watch. I bought it a few months ago. It's been sitting in the box for a few months now. Bought it from Starbuy on one of their one-day sale. Checked out the price this morning. They have this advertised for $159. I'll leave the link in the description below should you decide to buy one for yourself. You can always check out their website. Talking about the dimensions, the case size is 42 millimeters. Lug-to-lug distance is 49 millimeters. Now, I've said this in my other videos as well. When the lug-to-lug length starts to get closer to that 50 millimeter mark, I start to see some lug overhang. Definitely for someone like myself with an average sized wrist of 7 inches, you'll definitely see some lug overhang. People with larger wrists, no problems at all. I'll definitely rule out people with smaller wrists unless you're okay with wearing a larger watch. Then you'll be fine. Case thickness is 10.6 millimeters, and so this watch is fairly slim. It doesn't need to be too thick anyway. It's got an Eco Drive movement in there. Lug width is 21 millimeters on this watch. Now, I don't know why Citizen chose to go for the 21 millimeter lug width. They could have used a standard 20 or 22. A 22 would have been ideal for a watch of this size. 21 millimeter lug width. If you don't like this leather strap, we'll take a closer look at the strap shortly anyway. But for any reason, if you don't like this leather strap, or you want to wear your watch with a different kind of a strap, could be a NATO strap, could be a leather strap, whatever you like, it can pose some challenges when you're looking for a strap with this measurement. But again, that's their decision to make. I don't know why they chose to go for this, but it is what it is. We have a flat mineral crystal on this one, stainless steel case and crown with black PUD coating all around. I really like the dial on this watch, especially from the legibility point of view. I really like those big markers, those big Arabics. And we've got the 24-hour inner ring dial in red. Really adds that extra bit of color to this dial, and it matches up really nicely with the seconds hand as well. The seconds hand is doing a decent job of hitting those minute markers on the outer ring. It does tend to hit some, and then it's missing some of them, so they're not like properly aligned. Then we got the date window at 3 o'clock. In my opinion, they could have added a bit more size to that date window, especially for a dial of this size and with those big markers as well. They could have they could have made that date window a little bit larger. We got Citizen printed on the dial underneath the 12 o'clock. Then we got the Eco Drive printed above the 6 o'clock. Crown at 3 o'clock. This is a pull and push crown. First pull off the crown, rotate it in an anti-clockwise position, and you'll be able to adjust the date, as you can see. Another pull of the crown, and you'll be able to set the time on this watch. Once you're done with those things, you can just push the crown back into its original position. There is some loom on this watch as well. It's not great. I wouldn't even call it decent, but I'll just give you a quick loom shot anyway. I don't think having a great loom on a watch like this is really critical, but the only loom on this watch, as you can see, is mainly on those two hands, on the minute and the hour hands, and that's about it. There's no other loom on this watch, so we won't spend a lot of time on this. Just wanted to give you a quick look into the loom. All right, let me turn the lights back on again. Now, talking about the strap, as I mentioned earlier, so it's a 21 millimeter lug width, and it is referenced there on the strap as well. The quality of the strap is really nice. I've got no complaints with the quality of this strap. It's really thick, as you can see. A lot of the time, straps on these Citizen watches can be a bit of a hit and a miss. They can be too stiff, or there's not enough padding on those. But that is definitely not the case with this strap that we have on this watch. It is really comfortable, really soft. But again, if you don't like this strap, or you want to wear your watch with a different kind of strap, could be, as I said, could be a NATO strap, could be another kind of leather strap, this 21mm lug width can pose some challenges. Not saying that you're not going to find something that you will end up liking, or you will like. So, but what I've noticed, so far with these lug widths, they can pose some challenges, and those challenges usually don't face with standard lug widths of say 18, 20, or 22 millimeters. Again, same black PVD coating on this tang buckle as well. It is signed with Citizen, as you can see. Two keepers, one is fixed to the strap, one is loose. So from the quality point of view, no complaints there. If they had used either say 22 millimeter lug width on this one, would have made life a little bit easier in finding a different kind of strap for this watch. Now, staying on the case back, so we have a solid closed case back on this one. It is a screw down case back, so you get 100 meters water resistance. You can see that referenced on the case back as well, 10 bar. So we have a screw down case back with a pull and push crown, but in my opinion, for a watch like this, that should be more than sufficient for most people. It is assembled in Thailand, as you can see. You can see Eco Drive there. So I referenced the caliber earlier, which is E111, that Citizen's own Eco Drive movement. You will never need to replace a battery in this watch. It carries a charge for around 6 months, or a power reserve for about 6 months. After 6 months, expose it to any kind of light. I usually prefer sunlight, and you'll be able to charge up your watch again. It does have the indicator to show you that your watch is running low on power when it starts to skip a second, and it does have the overcharge protection as well. Tolerance is absolutely fantastic, minus to plus 15 seconds per month, as stated by Citizen. So overall, it's a decent watch, really legible. You can't really fault this watch for legibility. Again, the price, I usually don't refer to the retail price on a lot of these Citizen and Seiko watches, because when you really come down to when it really comes down to buying these watches, you'll find plenty of discounts and options out there that you'll be able to grab these watches for way under their retail prices. All right, guys, let me just give you a quick wrist shot. Now, as I said earlier, I've got a 7-inch wrist again, which is an average sized wrist, and watches with 42mm case size, I can definitely wear, no problems there. But these lug to lug distances can be a bit, challenging to get a nice fit from these watches. But I'll give you a quick wrist shot anyway. So here you go. It is a nice looking watch with a very legible dial. We got a few colors going on there as well, with the black and white and the red happening there too. I'll give you a bit of a side shot as well. Sits fairly flat. There's no or barely any bump on the case back, and you can see there's definitely some lug overhang. But I'm not saying that I can't really pull off this watch. So someone with the wrist size of myself will be able to wear this watch. It's a military style watch, bit of a pilot style watch. So you can justify the size on a watch like this. People with larger wrists will have no problems with the size of this watch. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you with my next video shortly. Until then, stay safe and look after one another. Thank you for watching again.